So it is past 1 o'clock in the night, and I have just completed my book. Like, actually completed it. I have so much more of the process to do. I'm not yet ready for querying, but it is May, and by November, I believe that I should be ready to query. And I'm talking like this because it is 1 o'clock in the night. I changed the ending a little bit, but it's pretty much the same ending, just different words, and it's so beautiful. And I tried to, like, when I was sending the last chapter to my editor, I was trying to find like the right words to describe how I'm feeling, and I could not find the words. I feel literally like, and I told her this, I felt like a mother who is going through like the empty nest syndrome. I didn't even say it like that, but I should have said it like that. But I was like, I feel like I'm a proud mama who misses her babies, and I've been feeling like that for like the last couple of chapters. It feels like they're leaving me in some way, shape, or form because they develop so much. And these characters are actual people to me. They are myself. They are people that, they're not just one person. When I think of Davian, I can think of so many people. When I think of Jabez, I can think of different people. And Tamika and Zena, I think of a group of people. I feel like I didn't just write people, but I wrote groups of people in each one of them. And that, to me, like, I wasn't even trying to be deep like that. That's just honestly how it ended up happening. And I feel like I did my part in like helping the people that I love, helping the people that I might never be able to sit down and have a conversation with. But my book could be like I get you. And I just have faith that my book is going to reach the people that it needs to reach, and it's going to like change it. It's one thing, like, if you have a cool book that everyone loves, but like, to me, yes, I want my book to be cool. I want everyone to know about my book. Even if they don't read it, I just want people to be like, oh, I know about that book. Everyone talks about that. But to me, that's a part of it. That's what I want. I want it to be a cool book. But even more importantly, I want the Zenas of it, the Tamikas, the Davians, the Jabez, the Howards. That's Davian's father, in case I might change the name to David, but I see him as a Howard. I want the mothers. I want all of them to see it, and I want them to see themselves in it. And one of the things I wanted to talk about before that I did not get to talk about was the fact that I really believe in quality over quantity. I could get stuck in how long it took me to write this book altogether, not including like the year or 2 year gaps in between me being so scared that I wasn't able to do it. But like actual writing time, it took a little, including like, I'll include like the end of this year, because I expect to continue to work on it until the end of this year. I'm going to take a break from it after I finish my sessions with my editor. I'm going to take like a 2 months break and then come back to it. So that's why it's not technically finished, because I haven't done her edits as yet. I just done my edits. But it took me all together, because I'm hoping to be finished by this year and be ready to query. I want to query in December, but they say you should not query around Christmas time, and I want to so bad. Like, I just want to query, but I'll probably query around February. Oh my gosh. But like, yeah, February is gonna come so quickly. This time right now has come so quickly, and it took me altogether 2.5 years to write this. Maybe a little over 2.5 years, but pretty much 2.5 years. And I'm so proud of me. I asked, my 25th birthday just passed, and I asked a couple of women that I really admire to like tell me something that they would like want someone like me to know at the age of 25, they're older women. And one of them was like, I thought she was going to say something so deep, right? Because she's a apostle, she's a pastor. And she was like, and she's been through so much in her life, and I just respect her strength. Like, honestly, she was one of the persons that helped me realize that I do not want to be a damsel in distress. That she helped me recognize my strength and just her being her. Like that's powerful in itself. But like just watching her, like she made strength look cool and beautiful and made me want to be strong. So I thought she was gonna have this deep thing, and she was like, the one thing she'll tell me, and I was like, you don't have to tell me one, but whatever. But the one thing she wants me to know is to celebrate everything. Everything. And I really am proud of myself. I had so much fear about writing this. I thought I wasn't smart enough to write it. I hated my first draft. Right now, I don't hate it, but back then I hated it. I was like, how the hell can I jump back from this horrible writing? Like, I just, like, I had so much insecurities. But now, just with me having the one-on-one meetings with my editor / mentor / teacher, like, she teaches me more than probably anything, but she's an incredible editor. And my writing has grown tremendously since. So it's my prayer that, when I win the Nobel Prize for Literature, that I want to, or even maybe before, I want to put like my very first, maybe the whole book. I don't think you need the whole book, but like the first chapter of, like the very raw first chapter of Jabez, and the raw chapter of my latest book at that time, because I feel like it's definitely going to be a difference in the writing. Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I worked through it. I had a lot of things came at me, and honestly, when I started to rewrite, I didn't have a passion for it. Like I don't know why. And I saw that in like one of my journals. I was going through my journals trying to find something, and I saw like, God, please give me the passion to write again. And I was like, I totally forgot that at one point I lost my passion. And I don't think I lost my passion. I wanted to write, but then I didn't have the passion to write. It wasn't even like I didn't feel like writing. No, I really just did not want to write. Like, I loved the story, but I did not want to write anymore. And that was just out of all the years of fear, and by the time I finally reach it, you finally got new plans and stuff like that. But writing has always been my dream. To be a full-time writer has always been my dream. And there's so much stories in my mind. There's my hair caught, my bonnet. There's so much stories in my mind. And my goal is to fall in love with all of my books, and not to write one single book just for the sake of writing it, just for a paycheck, just for to say that I wrote a book, like one book a year, or I wrote whatever, I want all of my books for me to be when I release it, to be like, this is a beautiful book. This is a beautiful story, and this is a needed story for this time. And it does not mean that, oh my goodness, I hope you guys can read. It does not mean that it's not fun books. I believe in fun books. I love fun books. Honestly, I just get tired of books that are like draining. Even with this book, even though it touches on different things, I try to have moments that is like super romantic or super funny or stuff like that. Like, I didn't want a book where every chapter it's sad. Like, I wanted some drama. Like, I wanted like my dream teenage book. Okay, with all the issues that the characters might go through, I wanted like my dream teenage book. So I'm happy about it. And yeah, so I am about to go and probably upload this. And yeah, have a super duper amazing day. Peace.